one of us has our own fear, but for some, their fear is a bit excessive and somehow very irrational. Phobia, a type of anxiety disorder, is the fear wherein it interferes with a person's daily activity. People with phobia, when they cannot avoid their fear, would usually experience panic attack, rapid heartbeat, and sometimes even faint.
There are many kinds of phobias, so here are some.
Agoraphobia, or the fear of open spaces. People with this kind of fear will usually avoid going out of their house.
Acrophobia, or the fear of heights. Social phobia, or the fear of being in a social situation. People with this kind of phobia usually avoid going to parties. Because of this, they would only have few social or romantic relationships, increasing their chance of feeling alone and powerless. Phasmophobia, or the fear of ghosts. Claustrophobia is the fear of being in an enclosed or tight space. Nyctophobia, the extreme fear of darkness or night, which typically begins during childhood. Not a rare phobia, isn't it? After all, who knows what's inside the dark? Hemophobia, or the fear of blood. People with this kind of phobia may faint inside or in contact with someone else's blood or even their own blood.
People out there with phobia, don't you worry, there are parties of treatments just for you. First one up, psychotherapy. Under this category is exposure therapy. Exposure therapy focuses mainly on changing your response to the source of your fear. During this therapy, you will be exposed to your fear for several times, making you learn to manage your own anxiety. Isn't it exciting? Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. This type of therapy uses different techniques in order for you to learn how to view and cope with your own fear. Another treatment is through the use of medications such as beta blockers. From the name itself, blockers. It blocks the stimulating effects of adrenaline, which causes your anxiety. Lastly is through the use of sedatives. Sedatives would help you relax, reducing your anxiety. But warning for those who are drug and alcohol dependent. Please, I'm begging you, do not use this. And for those all of you, please use this cautiously because they are very addictive.
Since I was a child, I had this fear of darkness, and until now that I am already 18, I'm still afraid of it, and the reason behind it is not clear. It's just that I cannot breathe very well in the dark.
So, yung una, trypophobia. Pangalawa, takot ako sa dugo, tsaka injection. Pangatlo, sa dilim. Pang-apat, sa multo. Yung reason, bakit trypophobia, hindi ko rin alam kung ano yung reason nun. Kasi, basta, na-find out ko na lang na pag nakakita ako ng mga sequence of holes, basta butas-butas, yung kinikilabutan ako. Then, yung mga kaklase ko, pag pinapakita sa akin yung picture na bilog-bilog, tapos may mga lumalabas na bulate. Kinikilabutan ako. Then, pangalawa, sa blood tsaka injection. Ayoko talaga nung nakakita ng sobrang daming dugo. Tsaka takot ako sa injection. Pero ngayon medyo na-overcome ko na siya. Dahil nga, dapat sa course hindi ka naman. Dapat, hindi ka matakot. Then number 3, yung sa dilim. Takot din ako kasi nga, feeling ko bulag na ako pag madilim. Tapos wala akong makita. Then last, sa multo. Hindi ko kayang mag-isa kasi feeling ko ay nakatingin sa akin. Yun lang.
Go! Tapos, routine ko nakuha ko siya simula bata pa lang ako. Pinukwentuhan ako ng mama ko kapag pumunta ako sa labas sa gabi, pag naglalaro ako sa gabi, tawag dito, may makikipaglarong multo sa akin, tapos minsan nakakakita rin ako kasi magubat sa akin.
I think my kind of phobia is nyctophobia. Probably I developed this kind of phobia due to my parents' way of imposing discipline to me when I was a child. For example, hala, wag ka dyan, madilim dyan, may kukuha sa'yo, dito ka lang. They use those lines for me to behave. That's why ever since I am frightened by the darkness. So for your information, nyctophobia is characterized by the severe fear of the dark. So that's all.
As for me, I don't exactly know what I'm afraid of, but I know someone who's really scared of clowns. Like, there's this one time that Magdo approached us, and then she freaked out and cried. Basta, according to her, she developed it when she went to a birthday party when she was little. A clown approached her and suddenly she also cried without it knowing.
So I'm afraid of spiders, cockroaches, and the insects. I think I developed this fear because those animals, insects, look very terrifying and disgusting, and I really think that they should not interfere with humans, especially with babies. I feel like every time that these insects are around me, the probability of them biting me or something else like that would probably be mali. Ano yung, paano, pakikat yun? I feel like yung mga insects na nag-watch sa akin, either kakagat or something, na kahit naman na nakatalikod sila. Especially cockroaches, at rin nakakatakot sila. Like, do me a favor, punta kayo sa Google, search for images of cockroaches, and look at their face, it's terrible and horrible. And would you like that to be your side, on your face, in your life? Oh my god, what kind of person are you?
Some experts haven't figured out yet what is the cause of phobia. But here are some theories that could explain the occurrence of it.
This is based on Pavlov's idea. In his work with dogs, he had observed that dogs learn to salivate at the sound of a bell accompanied with food. The bell, which is the neutral stimulus, was associated with food, which is the unconditioned stimulus that had resulted in the dog's salivating reaction whenever it hears the bell. In application with phobia, for example, you are not afraid of dogs, but after you have been bitten by one, the dog causes a response of fear to you that would lead to the development of your phobia of dogs. According to this theory, phobia can be negatively enforced. Behaviors is strengthened because an unpleasant consequence is removed. For example, when a person with a phobia of a dog came across with one in the street, this person would likely avoid the dog by crossing on the other side. By this, he had reduced his feeling of anxiety, but negatively reinforced his behavior, making him repeat this in the future. Because of this behavior, he will continue to avoid dogs at the same time maintaining his phobia. According to this theory, we learn not only through our own experiences, but also through watching others. Whether or not we act on what we have learned depends on how strongly we identify with the model
our perception of the consequences of the behavior, or our beliefs about our own ability to change old patterns. Based on this theory, fear can be derived from witnessing or hearing about the experiences of someone else.